Check it out, you guys. These are all the things I'm shipping out tomorrow, just from one post that I made on a Facebook group. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ro, and today I wanted to tell you about how I made my own tea business. This quarantine, I know that a lot of people are struggling to make ends meet, so I thought I'd share with you how I got to set up my little tea business over I guess the past year. To tell you the story, I guess that like around a year and a half ago, or maybe like 2 years, I started to like really get into tea. Like not the typical tea bags that you get at the grocery store, but you know, those really nice tea blends that you get at these fancy places, or like when you go out to a cafe or something. So I really got into those teas. I started buying a few of them, and it was just like, it was good, but it was too expensive. And like for some reason, I'm the kind of person who, like, when I get into something, I'm always like, can I make this? Like, can I learn how to make it? Is it gonna be cheaper if I make it? So I decided to like start researching a little bit about it, and I found that it was not really that hard to make your own tea. Okay, so let's kind of move back to like 2018. That's when everything began, and I started going to these like markets and getting stuff like tea and herbs and all that. And then I got engaged in January 2019, and I started planning my wedding. I don't know if you have seen my wedding planning video, but you should check it out. I'm gonna leave it up there. So basically I planned my wedding in like 3 months, and I really wanted it to be like really personal. I wanted it to have like my special touch, so I decided to make my own wedding favors. And I thought, hey, what if I make tea blends for the wedding favors, right? And since I had already started making my own blends, and I had the idea of making my own brand, like a little, you know, like business, I thought like, what a better way to launch everything than by offering my tea as wedding favors. So I did these little boxes. Wait, let me see. Yeah, so you can see, I don't know if the light lets you see it, but that's Randy and I, right? At the bottom it's the date. It's April 13, 2019. Okay, on the back it just says tea blend and the ingredients that I used. I had two different blends. So yeah, these were my wedding favors. So once these were out, a bunch of people started asking me about the tea that I had given out at my wedding. So I started taking tea to work, and people were like, hey, can I have some? And they started tasting it, and a bunch of people started telling me that it would be a great idea to start selling it. So I thought, hey, yeah, that's a good idea. I had already like come up with the business idea, but I hadn't really implemented it. So then I started selling it to my friends, and my friends really liked it, and they encouraged me and motivated me to like start selling it to other places. So that's when my brother came in. My brother is a graphic designer, and he's really good at making up names for brands. I also have another side business, which is Le Crochet, which is a crochet business, and he helped me out with coming up with the name and the design and all that. So this is my brand. Let me show you. Let's give you this one. It's in Spanish. As I told you, I'm from Peru. My mother tongue is Spanish, so the name is Te Deseo. It's kind of like a play with words because it makes sense in Spanish, it doesn't make sense in English, so there's no point in explaining it. But anyways, I'm gonna give you some tips about how you can make your own business. It doesn't have to be a tea business. If you want to make a tea business, then you're in the right video. But this applies basically to any business, because this is like, as I said, this is like the second one that I have. I have a crochet business and I have a tea business. They're not like super big, but I sell a bunch of stuff. Like all of this stuff that you have on the back is just like what I'm gonna ship tomorrow because of a Facebook post that I made on a group, and I got a bunch of orders. And as I said before, winter is starting here in Peru, so it's like people are going crazy for getting stuff to have at home since we're in quarantine still. But anyways, let's get started. Here are my tips. First of all, what you need to do is choose something that you really like. In my case, as I said, I love tea, so I thought, why not? Like, I could make my own tea blends. Originally I started making it for myself, then for my friends and family, and then over time I decided to just expand and sell them. And it was mainly because well, people told me they were really good, and I really enjoy making tea, so I thought, why not, right? I can make some money out of my hobby. Now, for the second one, I would say sit down and come up with a list of names I think could be catchy. As I said, the name of my tea brand, it kind of makes sense in Spanish. It doesn't really make sense in English. It's just a playing words. But anyways, just come up with something, an original name you think would catch on. You can ask your friends, you can ask your family. Personally, I asked my friends to vote on the name that they like better, and yeah, that's how I chose the name. Okay, for number 3, after you have decided the name for your business, the next thing you have to do is think about the packaging. This is the package I got. It's just a simple bag. You can get these on Amazon or like at any store. And the logo and all the stickers I printed myself. I just got sticker paper. The design was made by my brother. He's a graphic designer, so he helped me out with that. And that's pretty much it. I just printed in my home printer, and that's all. I guess you could also have the stickers done like professionally, but honestly, I don't know. I think it looks pretty good like this, so I'm just keeping it like that. This one's little boxes. This one doesn't have anything on the back. I think there's one that does. For example, this one, there's a logo on the top, the flavor on this side, and on the back I have all the ingredients, how long it has to be on the cup for, the temperature, and if you want to make it iced tea, what you can do. This is pretty much my packaging when I want to send out pre-made bags, while oops these other ones are just loose leaves. Look at that, guys. If you want to know my recipes, like my blends, let me know in the comments so I can make another video showing you that. The next thing you have to do is open a Facebook page, go on Instagram, any network that you think you could sell your product on. Go ahead and create a page, right? And just start posting there. Don't be shy. Share it on your personal page, share it with your friends, share it with your family, and don't be shy about posting it on groups. You can join certain groups around your area, the place where you live, and then just like share your content, and probably people will contact you to buy some stuff from you. Another good way to sell stuff is like create an Etsy store. If you're gonna make handmade stuff, homemade stuff, you can easily make an Etsy shop and sell your products through there, or even go ahead and make a website. Anything that will allow you to like expand and get more clients, it's a good way. Finally, I'd say do some research about the public that you want to reach. In my case, at the beginning, I started advertising on Facebook, and I really didn't know that much about how to advertise on Facebook. Like, I just click on the advertise button and then just like choose the number of dollars that I wanted to spend and just like click OK and whatever. But then I started watching videos on YouTube, and I found out that there's like this whole algorithm behind it, and like you can personalize the public you want to reach, like what's your target, and you can choose the areas, you can choose the cities, you can choose the age, the gender, you can choose like so many things, so that when you advertise your product, it reaches the right kind of public. And once I figured out how to do that, I noticed that obviously the number of sales that I got went up, because like my advertisement was going to the people who were actually interested in the type of product that I was offering. While before it was just like massive and everybody would get the advertisement, but they weren't necessarily interested in my product. So I would say go ahead and pay some advertising. It doesn't have to be a lot. I guess I just started with like $5 or something. But before you start doing that, find some videos or read a little bit about it, so that you learn how to personalize your advertisement and target it to the people that you think will be interested in your product. So that's a really good way to reach people. I got this package of tea. This is a Chinese brand. I got it at a Chinese place. I got a bunch of bags last year at the end of the year. These are good for like 2 years, so that's okay, there's no problem. So I have a bunch of these, and then as I said, I just dehydrate the fruit in my fruit dehydrator and basically get all the other things that I need at any store, and just came up with my own blends. In my case, I looked up some blends for inspiration and kind of like modified it, and then little by little I just came up with the right measurements for mine. This one over here, for example, is made with black tea. You can see there I've got cinnamon and dehydrated apple and orange. Then I also got another one that is green tea. This one has pineapple and cinnamon, and it smells so good. Oh my god, I think this is like my favorite. And then I have this one over here, which is also green tea, and it has hibiscus and strawberry and I don't know, other stuff. So it makes some really good tea, trust me. I drink my own tea all the time. I don't drink coffee that much because it kind of makes me, I don't know, like shaky, but tea works well. It kind of wakes me up, but it doesn't make me, you know, like nervous or sweaty. So I drink tea all the time. Now, if you would like to see some of my tea blend recipes, let me know in the comments if you're interested in that. I might make a few videos showing you the blends that I make if you're interested. As I said, I have 3 so far. I have been testing one with coconut and cinnamon, which is so good. It smells so nice. So yeah, these are the tips that I would give you if you want to start a business. As I said, you don't really need much in this case to make a tea business. You don't really need much to make a crochet business, or there are a bunch of other ideas that you can come up with in order to make a small business. And during quarantine, it's such a great idea to make some money on the side. I'm telling you guys, like, put it out there, and then your friends and family are gonna start buying from you, and little by little you can expand and reach more people, and that way you can make some extra money. It's just a matter of like believing in yourself and doing the best you can. Take good pictures of your product, make sure you move around your Facebook page or Instagram page, and just like get it out there, guys. People will buy stuff, let me tell you. Like, if you have a good product and you show a good image, there's no doubt that you're gonna get your product out there. So that's my recommendation. If you're trying to start a small business, these are some great tips. If you like this video, make sure you subscribe and you give it a thumbs up. And that's it for now, guys. I'll see you next time. Bye.